your guy next week?
Yeah, he's starting against Oregon State. Absolutely. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? I mean, have to be a dumb, stupid coach not to play him next week, because he looked pretty good to me. You know, I mean.
Looked so good, in fact, that he led the Warriors back from a 17-7 halftime deficit against Weber State. Starter Inoki Funaki was being treated for what was reported as a possible concussion, and Graunke was asked to, with just a week of practice under his belt, lead the Warriors back. Graunke started the second half and immediately made an impact, taking the Warriors 88 yards in just 5 plays, most of which were covered with just 1 pass for 42 yards to Malcolm Lane. Lofts it up, perfect pass and catch for the touchdown. Hawaii still down 17-14, and the offense held tough, or the defense that is held tough. Brashen Satele led the Warriors with 9 tackles and this sack for a loss of 16 yards on former St. Louis quarterback Cameron Higgins. The Warriors were unable to punch it in, so the defense had to step it up yet again. The tip drill goes up to K.L. Monti, brings it down. Warriors ball in the Wildcats' 35-yard line. Now 2 plays later, the Warriors give it to Kealoha Polares for the 2-yard touchdown plunge. Warriors take the lead for the first time since in the first quarter, 21-17 to Hawaii. After another 3 and out by the Warriors defense, Graunke strikes again. 8-yard score to Aaron Bain, catches it in the back of the end zone. Warriors extend the lead 29-17 after the 2-point conversion was good. Warriors ended the third quarter with the ball and started the fourth quarter with another scoring drive. Back-to-back TDs for Bain, recording a 1-yard touchdown there, 36-17, and that is the way it ended. An exciting comeback for the Warriors and quarterback Tyler Graunke, who finished with 13 completions, 20 attempts, 218 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
You know, it's been a hard road. It's been a long road. And you know, it just feels great. Just like he said, the fire in the eyes and the whole crowd just getting back into the game.
He has come a long way as a person, and I think it showed up on the football field today. And I'm really excited about that because that's what it's all about. And I think he gained the respect of his team, the coaching staff, the fans, and I think he's got respect for himself.
He did what was wrong, and he made amends for that, and he came back, and he fired us up. He's been real humble in practice. He's been working hard, encouraging guys, and that's something we would like to see. He's just been working his butt off, and it felt good just seeing him go out there and ball out.
Now defensively, the Warriors had their bright spots. In the first half, Hawaii held the Wildcats to -4 yards rushing, but 145 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. But in the end, Hawaii was able to intercept Higgins twice. He finished with 24 passes for 40 attempts, that is, 233 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 picks.
I think we kind of came into this game kind of cocky, feeling like they shouldn't be in this game with us, playing with this game, and they came out trying to whoop our butts. That's something we can't have. When we play WAC team, it's going to get a lot tougher because that's a conference game, and every game like that matters. So definitely it's a lesson we learned defensively. We got to come out the game and play our base assignment. I feel totally in my heart, if we just play our base assignment and not necessarily try out scheme teams, we could beat them.
Warriors are on the road this week in Corvallis against Oregon State. It's the Beavers' home opener, and they are 0-2 with losses to Stanford and Penn State. That game goes down at 10 a.m. Saturday, Hawaii time. Now to the NFL, Brett Favre entering a new chapter in his career, leading the Jets against the Dolphins. His opponent, former Jet Chad Pennington, now running the show for Miami and spotting former Warrior receiver Devon Best, who makes a leaping 8-yard snag. That was the rookie free agent's only catch of the day, partly due to Mr. Favre, the vintage play-action fake, going up top to Jericho Cottrey for the 56-yard touchdown, 194 yards and a pair of end-zone tosses for Brett Favre. But Pennington proving to the Jets organization what it's missing. 5-yard hookup with Anthony Fasano ties things up at 7, but that's when Favre engineers yet another Favre-like delivery. Escapes the pocket, uses the air miles to land right into the hands of Chauncey Stuckey. Favre and the Jets hang on, 20-14 the final score.
To not be at Florida with these guys for me was heartbreaking, but I didn't let it bring me down, and I knew I was going to get my chance. I didn't know it was going to be this early, but I'm very thankful for it, and this is just the beginning. It's our second game, so we got a lot more.
How's it going, everybody? It's the things legends are made of. Last night, trailing 17-7 to FCS member Weber State at halftime, it was senior Tyler Graunke, suspended twice for academic issues in the offseason, who made his 2008 debut and rallied Hawaii to its first victory under new head coach Greg McMackin. Now, junior Inoke Funaki made his first start at quarterback since November 30th, 2001, when he led Kahuku to a state championship over St. Louis, had things rolling from the get-go, giving UH the early 7-0 lead on an option pitch to Leon Wright Jackson. But as the game continued, it was Weber State that took control, shutting out the Warrior offense, allowing only 3 first downs in the half. And St. Louis grad quarterback Cameron Higgins took advantage, capping 2 touchdowns as the Wildcats led 17-7 at the break, with Funaki 7 of 14 for 87 yards, 2 sacks, and buzzing in the locker room. Enter Graunke, and number 6 wasted no time, connecting with Malcolm Lane on a 42-yard touchdown strike, cutting the deficit to just 3. Following Keao Monte's interception off Calvin Roberts' tip, Graunke led UH to another scoring drive, with Kealoha Polaris doing the deed. Warriors took the 21-17 lead, and they would never look back. Former Crusader Aaron Bain finished the night with 2 scores, and Graunke goes 13 of 20 for 218 yards and 3 touchdowns. 36-17 Hawaii the final. Tyler Graunke is back as Hawaii's starting quarterback.
I saw the fire in the eyes in the first huddle when I got out there, and it's just, you know, it's kind of like glad to have you back kind of thing. And I was more than happy to be out there, but I knew I had to be calm and confident and poised. I didn't feel like I saved the game or anything like that. I felt like when I went in there, the whole team played with a whole new level of intensity, and I might have been that spark that started it, but you know, it just changed the whole attitude of the game.
I tell you what, he's really grown up. He's really come a long way, and I'm proud of that. Like I said, I'm more proud of him getting himself into being what his potential is than winning a football game.
I got a lot of respect for this guy. I'm proud of him. Like, now that he's back, we started to get the ball rolling real quick. So as you can see, like, we started to get that ball rolling in the second half. We got that fire in our eyes back.
To hear that he respects me, and I know that I earned a lot of respect back from the coaches and players that I had lost. You know, it's been a hard road. It's been a long road, and you know, it just feels great.
Now up next for the Warriors on the road in Corvallis against Pac-10 member Oregon State. Beavers are 0-2 on the season with losses to Stanford and Penn State. Impact player is wide receiver Sammy Strotter, who in 2008 has 16 catches for 213 yards and 2 touchdowns. With last night's victory, Warriors extend their Aloha Stadium winning streak to 9 games. Defensively, after giving up 141 yards of offense in the first half, allowed just 72 yards in quarters 3 and 4. Brashton Satele led the way with 8 tackles and a sack. Kickoff between Hawaii and OSU set for Saturday, 10 in the morning, Hawaii time. Opening week in the NFL rolled on today in Miami. Former Warrior All-American Dolphins rookie Devon Best made the start at return man for the Fins, taking the opening kickoff for 21 yards, picked up 24 yards on that punt return, and snagged 1 reception for 8 yards, finishing his NFL regular season debut with 53 total yards. Came in a loss to the Jets, though, 20-14. Miami has now lost 19 of their last 20 games. Over in the Bay Area, former Warrior and WAC Defensive Player of the Year, Cardinals defensive end Travis LeBoy had a big day against the 49ers. Free agent pickup from Tennessee this offseason, recorded 4 tackles with 2 sacks and a forced fumble. Kahuku grad and Card safety Aaron Francisco had 2 tackles of his own. Arizona comes up with a victory, 23-13 final.
University of Hawaii Warriors' first win of the football season. It was a tale of 2 halves. After the visiting Wildcats of Weber State controlled the first, the Warriors roared back to life in the second for a lopsided win. Trailing by 10 points, the Warriors make a quarterback change, and in comes Tyler Graunke. It didn't take long to fire up his arm. He hits Malcolm Lane for a 42-yard score as Hawaii's offense comes to life. Then the defense would do some damage of their own. The tip and the pick would give Hawaii the ball in Wildcat territory, and it wouldn't take long to score. Just a minute later, Kealoha Polaris would punch it in, giving Hawaii the lead, which they would keep for the rest of the game. Graunke, who didn't take part in fall camp, got the rust off in a hurry in this game, and before the end of the third quarter, he hits Aaron Bain in the back of the end zone. Warriors keep piling it on. Graunke had the numbers for this game, nearly 220 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, including this one to Aaron Bain as Hawaii gets a 36-17 victory, earning the team a win and some redemption for Graunke himself.
I felt like I owed it to my team and coaches and just especially to myself. I mean, I didn't feel like I saved the game or anything like that. I felt like when I went in there, the whole team played with a whole new level of intensity, and I might have been that spark that started it, but you know, it just changed the whole attitude of the game, and the momentum swung our way, and you could see the fear in the other team's eyes. And
Hawaii will now take their 1-1 record and head to Oregon next Saturday as they play Oregon State.